Okay, so the following is records I kept throughout my dealings with I361 and the deep web. I'm okay now being 2 years later and one kidney down, but I'm alive and that's a miracle in itself. This is the only time I've ever made these public and never will again. I'm doing it now in hope that someone out there has had the same pill that changed my life and can offer their story. I just don't want to be alone anymore. Anyway, here it is. This pill tasted like dirt. They have a little I361 written on them and are a grey colour shaped like a small hockey puck. I got them off an unfamiliar source from the deep web. I don't normally do this, but I was desperate. Apparently they help with heartburn, fatigue, sleep, digestion and insomnia, which is why I brought them. I haven't been able to sleep now for 4 days and I feel like I'm slowly wasting away to nothing. I'm 28 years old, female, and live in Toronto, Canada. I'm 5'6" and weigh 135 pounds. And up to this point I was very healthy, a gym junkie some would say. I'm telling you this in hope that there's a doctor reading that can explain the reactions my body had to it and what to expect in the future now that the drug is in my system. I work as a writer for a local newspaper and love what I do. After around 3 months of moving to smaller neighbourhood to where the newspaper was based, I started to lose my appetite, become fatigued far too easily, feel sick for no reason, not be able to sleep and have an upset digestive system all at the same time. One day, after not being able to sleep for 3 days, I found myself traipsing around the deep web, siphoning through the usual of brutal killings, cannibalism, strange porn, experimental sites and drug sites. After around 3 hours of just clicking on link to link, I found a link that led me to a blank grey website with a picture of a pill that took up half the page and just the simple words I361. I tried to click off the page but I couldn't, so I moved my cursor over the whole page looking for a hidden link button to press, as I've often found happens in the deep web. I found one. It was hiding on the pill itself, and when I clicked on it, it instantly took me to a strange page written by a supposed French doctor who confirmed that the drug was made for insomnia and headaches primarily. After reading through this doctor's testimony of the drug, I decided that anything was better than this sleep-fueled daze I've been roaming about with for the past few days. It said that they are located in Halifax, which is a long way away from Toronto, but still only a small plane ride away, like 2, maybe 3 hours, to the other side of the country. So, I clicked pay, entered in all my details, and confirmed. The next morning, I was rushed out of the shower by the sounds of my doorbell ringing, to which I stumbled to and opened with a groan. This can't be what I think it is, surely. I only ordered it last night. I opened it, and sure enough, it was a 2-week supply of I361. Directions for use were on a very small little brochure that was tucked inside the package. It stated that I needed to take 1 a day, and within a few hours, I'll start to feel sleepy. They wasn't lying. I started to feel drowsy and sick after taking it, and I found myself waking up choking on my own vomit and quickly turned on my side to see that it was dark outside, and I checked my phone. It said it was the 9th of August. I took the pill on the 7th of August. Is it possible that I slept for 2 straight days? I had a small headache, but I put it down to falling because the last thing I remember was standing up taking the pill, so that's how I must have ended up on the floor. And also I haven't eaten in almost 2 days, so that was most probably why I was sick. Later that day I decided to take another. That was the worst decision of my life. I woke up 3 days later in the local hospital with an excruciating pain in my side and the worst headache I've ever had. Hey there, you've been out for 3 days. The doctor looked relieved to see me. Where am I? It's okay, you're in a hospital. Your colleagues called the police after 2 days to report you missing, and the police found you on your living room floor. It hurts. My side, doctor, it really hurts. Yes, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but the drug that you took damaged a lot of your internal organs, your kidneys worst of all. One was beyond repair and I'm afraid it had to be removed, or it would have spread and surely killed you." He looked baffled as he unchained a tale of woe to me as he explained that it's an experimental drug used to replace radiotherapy in cancer patients, and was surprised that I'd even been able to get any, seeing as it's only laboratories and specific hospitals around the country that have access to it. Because it was unable to find any cancer cells in your body, it went after your healthy tissue and major organs. Your lungs are slightly damaged too. Never buy anything off the deep web that you don't know. My life is forever changed now, and when I get home after 2 weeks, the first thing I saw on my computer screen was an email. I looked at it with horror as I seen the recipient. I361. "Dear Miss, we hope that you enjoyed our medicine and hope that you feel better. We have sent you some complimentary I361 to say thank you for using our services. After careful consideration, we now recommend our clients 2 pills a day. Have a nice day, miss, and remember our motto: if you think you've taken enough, just take a little more. Kind regards, I361. I met my oldest brother in the hallway, Nico, who was already silent and peering over the vintage wood barristers that we have right above the kitchen. "It's coming from the kitchen. Where's Sergey?" he whispered in a fear-filled voice. I've never seen him scared since we were children, and this scared me even more.